So hello people. So today I thought I will continue a little bit on what I was thinking about yesterday about the 50-50 introvert extrovert, on how and for me when I got to that point, it was like a milestone. I was just thinking maybe it is possible. I will just try it out because I didn't like being called either an introvert or an extrovert. I'd rather, I wanted to have the best of both worlds. So, and I did. I took the, ENTP? Yeah. And then it said 50-50. So I knew I met my goal. So this is how I made it possible. And I keep going back and forth. Sometimes I'm more an introvert, more an extrovert, but I kind of know how to bring the balance back. And how I do that, and how it is also possible for anybody, is by looking on what feels safe and comfortable for you. If you're more comfortable being amongst people than with yourself, then okay, so that is what's so. If you're more comfortable being with yourself than with others, then that is what's so. So to first get a status check of where you are. Okay, so that's your status quo. And once you recognize, okay, this is my comfort zone, this is what I feel safe and comfortable and happier being with, then to introduce one thing which is outside of your comfort zone. Okay? So if it, and how you do that is, now if I can speak from the point of an introvert, because right now I feel a little bit introvert and now moving a little more to the extrovert, to bringing a more balance. So I can speak from there. So how you do that is, I think I'm at a 50-50 right now, but okay. So from wherever you're comfortable, if you're comfortable either with yourself or with outside, try the opposite of it and in a safe zone. Now if you're an introvert, try and be with people who you feel safe with. Okay? Now if you're comfortable to the extent of being with your family members and with your close friends, then that is the status quo. Now from there, try something new outside of it. Like say in some public space where you still feel safe being there. Okay? And stay there only as long as you feel comfortable and safe. And it's more like, you're kind of stretching your horizon. It's a bit like you're stretching your horizon. But you're stretching it from the space where you're feeling safe and comfortable, and then looking at something which is just outside of it. Not too far, just outside of it. And still in a safe space. Now, if you're an extrovert, and you're more comfortable being with people, try one thing that will have you be safe and still feel comfortable being with the opposite of it. Say, in a not so very crowded space. Maybe you can look at what will have you feel safe and comfortable about yourself. And what that would be like, it could be maybe some activity that you would like doing by yourself, versus that you most enjoy or which you can only do by yourself than with somebody else. Like say it could be anything. It could be maybe even writing something, reading something, or maybe some people would like watching television. That's a way that has you feel comfortable. Then look at only those things which will have. Then if you're sifting through channels, then look at only those channels which you feel most comfortable with. And it's not and something that is not going to just take your attention out of that's just going to draw your complete attention, but something that will have you in some way also be which is not completely information or entertainment oriented, but something that is going to have you be reflective of something. Being reflective is in some way sort of the opposite of being out there and with the group and masses. So now that could be, say, some kind of music thing, or it could be some form of art channel, or it could be some form of it could be that, or it could be well, I'm just thinking for examples. Because, yeah, or with a close group of friends, which is not quite out there in the public, but maybe what would close group of friends look and feel like? So that would be a more me comfortable space, the comfortable with me space. And then look at, what else would be more comfortable, which is not so out there, but a little bit in there. So you can sort of move between the two worlds, within the world that is you and what's yours, and the world that is out there, that is with people and others and the world at large. Yeah. So little by little, it's more like a pendulum, you can say, or you can call it like the waves of an ocean. Okay, the waves rise from a place and it moves to the shore, and then once it reaches a shore, it comes back into the ocean, right? And probably goes to another shore. So it's more like move from one shore to the other. So there is a shore within and there's a shore outside. Yeah, that is with people. So try and sort of move between these two shores, and you would probably experience a lot of things which you have not probably encountered before. And try and see being with those spaces, with those experiences, which is happy and comfortable and safe, and that has you become better, that has you become wholesomer, more at home and in peace, and in ways that are non-violent. Yeah, in ways that are conducive to health, that's healthy. Yeah. And as you move between these two shores, exploring the healthy shore within you and the healthy shore that's outside there, in all the experiences that's possible, you begin to come to 50-50. That's something to be experienced. It's priceless. So I hope you would come to experiencing the wealth that is there in it. It is. It's not for the plateaued mind. It's for those who are wanting to get better and make the most, and realize the preciousness of the life that you have right now. So it's not for, okay, la-di-da, it's helping. But if you think you're there, it's also for you. Because maybe it's time to explore something which you have not explored before. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Try something, one thing that is different from what you've always been doing. And try and let that one thing be something healthy, that has you be happy, that has you feel, that somehow brings a smile within you. A real, genuine smile. Happy discoveries.